Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today, I'm gonna analyze biggest classic of all time, Old Spice. So I finally found a bottle of perfume by Old Spice. It was kind of hard to find. Super cheap. It was like $10, maybe like 11 something. I don't know, but $10. So presentation is really basic. Even for a $10 fragrance, I think it's a pretty basic. But in the end, that's what's inside of it that's important. The cap is super cheap on it. It's just kind of there to be there. I think the biggest goal of the cap is not to hold the fragrance in place, but to prevent it to spray as it in the bottle. The atomizer also is bad. It's just clamped there. Presentation is bad, but it's all right. It's old school. It's not made to be pretty in this time. When it was made, it didn't have a lot of competition anyway. It probably was not in plastic at one point. For the box, here's how it looks like. Nothing much to show. The inside, there's nothing into it, so it's not really safe, but at the same time, it's a plastic bottle, so it's not gonna crack or anything. And there's a little thing written at the back of the box, and I like that, so I'm gonna read it. If your grandfather hadn't worn it, you wouldn't exist. It says that it's cool, crisp, and clean. The unmistakably masculine scent of Old Spice. And last thing, it's an eau de cologne, so it's not as concentrated as an eau de toilette. Anyway, let's go with the smell. So I spread it in the air. You can smell it just from the one spray that kind of went all around the little tester strip. It smells powdery, a bit spicy. Picking up some citrus note. I'd say that the strongest citrus note there is lemon. There's some orange, bit of aldehyde, but it's really soft. I wouldn't call it a spicy fragrance. Picking up a little bit of star anise. I was not picking up that note on my skin. I see in the note breakdown it says pimento, so I would say that it smells like pimento, but it's kind of a hot pepper note. It's not disclosed, but I would say that there's a pepper note. And that's about it. What I'm picking up on my skin, as I said, there's those citrus note, orange, lemon, aldehyde that's present. I'm picking up a lot of nutmeg, some cinnamon, some pimento. From the beginning, as it dries down, I'm picking up some jasmine. And as it keeps drying down, jasmine is present for a while in the heart notes, but in the base, what I'm picking up the most is benzoin, tonka bean, musk, and a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of ambergris. I would say that vanilla is there, but it's probably other ingredients together that makes that smell. Benzoin, tonka bean, and musk, sometimes they smell a bit like vanilla. So I would say maybe those ingredients together kind of makes an accord that makes vanilla. Or maybe there's some vanilla inside of it. Also, it's just not a lot, and those other notes makes it feels like there's no vanilla. So for the complete note breakdown, top notes are nutmeg, star anise, aldehyde, orange, and lemon. Heart notes are cinnamon, carnation, pimento, geranium, heliotrope, and jasmine. And the base notes are benzoin, vanilla, musk, tonka bean, cedar, and ambergris. It's a barbershop fragrance, so it smells powdery, barbershopy, and all. You most likely have smelled that smell before, Old Spice, either the aftershave, maybe a fragrance, or deodorant. You know probably what it smells, but I still wanted to do a proper review of the fragrance. So for the projection, it's pretty good. A little bubble around me, people were able to smell it. Longevity was pretty good, especially considering that it's an eau de cologne. I think if it would be an eau de toilette or an eau de parfum, it will be really amazing, the longevity. So longevity was 7 to 12 hours in average. It was pretty much in the middle of that. So in other words, it lasts the whole day at work, which is great. Now, where I would see this fragrance, I don't think it will be a good business fragrance, just because it's Old Spice, can be recognized and stuff like that. Still, if you're into classic, really into classic, you like to dress sharp, like old school gentleman, and you respect all those style rules, and you want a fragrance that fits with this, and you're a businessman, that will do a great job. I think every barbershop would do a great job in those occasions, but this would be doing a great job as a business scent. But it's pretty much the only time I would see this. Maybe also if you are a representative for Old Spice wearing this would be good, or if you're a barber or something like that, it would be also good as a business scent. Anything that have to do with being a barber would work. As a dating scent, it says in the back, if your grandfather hadn't worn it, you wouldn't exist. So that kind of explains it. If you have grandchildren, it might be a good dating scent. If you're younger than that, probably not. Now, the winter-summer spectrum, I would say it falls pretty much in the middle. I don't think it will smell through the cold. Don't think it will be, it might not be too crazy in summer, but still it might be a bit, like just a little bit too much for summer. So it will be better in a transitional season. Of course, if you're inside, it doesn't matter with the AC or the heating in summer, winter, but it's more of a transitional season kind of scent. And I don't know if it's because it's fall, but I would say as an early fall scent, it might be good. And finally, as an everyday scent, I would say that it will be a great scent if you like barbershop fragrance, because it kind of ticks all the boxes. Doesn't take the originality, but it's not one of the boxes that need to be ticked for an everyday scent. It smells good, lasts the whole day, super cheap, like pretty much the cheapest stuff you can pick up. It's 100 ml, not even 100, it's 125 ml. It's not even 1 cent per ml. You cannot find cheaper than this. So if money is a consideration, you like barbershop, really, that's a good fragrance for an everyday scent. An everyday scent. Wouldn't recommend you that you go to a wedding or upscale event with this fragrance, but just to go to work would do a good job. And who I would see wearing this fragrance, usually when I say this, it's who I imagine, but it's old school fragrance that was worn by older people from a long time ago. But still, I would say if you're in classic menswear, if you're into barbershop fragrance, this is still a relevant fragrance to have and to own and to wear. And even though if it's just for the collection, if you want to have it, still have its place in the collection, especially if you like barbershop fragrance, classic fragrance. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, well, like and share, and also in the comment, tell me which fragrance do you think is the biggest man fragrance classic? Is it Old Spice like I'm thinking, or there's another one that I'm not thinking about? So write this in the comment. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.